Hi, this is Jennie Walker, and welcome to Closet Conversations. Today I'm going to talk about the brand new Poshmark affiliate program. I was asked to join the Poshmark affiliate program. I'm a member of Poshmark and the selling community there, and back in November they sent out an email asking people to connect their social media accounts if they were interested in being a Poshmark affiliate program participant. Back then, they were looking for people who had, 30,000 followers on YouTube, 10,000 followers on Instagram, or 5,000 followers on Twitter. After reading the criteria, I thought, well, that's a mighty high bar, but I do have almost 5,000 followers on Twitter, so I'll connect that and see what happens. And at the end of February, I received an email saying that I had been selected to participate in the Poshmark affiliate program, and it asked me if I wanted to opt in. So I did opt in, and the criteria had changed a little bit. This time it was for people who had 10,000 followers on YouTube, 10,000 followers on Instagram, or is it 5,000? I think 5,000 followers on each of those platforms, or you could be a Poshmark ambassador. And so by widening that criteria, they obviously were able to get a lot more people qualified to be a part of this affiliate program, which I think is a great idea. And so I thought that was great, and so I opted in. What I noticed was I had an opportunity to participate right away in a YouTube affiliate video where I would talk about the top 5 ways to make money using Poshmark. They talked about the criteria that you have to put in the video, such as hashtagging Poshmark affiliate, the word ad, things like that, so that the public would know that this was a paid advertisement or an affiliate advertisement rather than just your own opinions. So I thought that was great. For me, I have been meaning to get my YouTube channel off the ground, and I keep procrastinating for a lot of reasons, mostly because I'm working on some other things that have just completed, and I've been waiting to launch it because it is something that's on video. It's very, very comfortable to talk to you without being seen. I can relax. I can don't have to worry about anything. So podcasting is a lot easier for me, but I do want to get into that video channel. So I saw this as an opportunity to push myself to reach the deadline. So for me, I'm going to opt in, and I am going to do that video. Now, I have already been watching what other people are doing, and a few days ago there were only 9 videos that I counted. I haven't counted today, but there are only 9 videos that I could find where people had gone on and done this Poshmark affiliate video. And I thought that was an entirely low number. And I think the reason is because anybody who's got a decent following on YouTube is not going to be attracted by the opportunity to earn $10 or $20 by doing an ad in this video, because what you have to do is replace the link. I think it's replace the link or use a link that links to, I think, your Poshmark affiliate link, so that if people want to join, that they can do that. But a lot of the discussion that's been out there is that people who are really seasoned on social media aren't going to be attracted to $10 and $20 to do a video when, because of their large following, they're already getting much higher rates for promoting people that way. So I thought that was a really interesting point that was being made. But for me, someone who has been meaning to launch their channel, it's just a great reminder that I need to do it. Now, one of the videos I did watch of someone who does have a large following, I felt like the video was kind of awkward. And what I mean by that is because there's certain points that you want to hit when you're doing the video. You really want to get like certain things mentioned, certain things that you absolutely want to make sure you say. And I think because of the structure that's involved and needed for these videos to hit the particular criteria, it is a little more awkward for people to be very natural in talking about it. So to me, I think it's real obvious when people are doing a paid affiliate ad versus when they're very, very comfortable in just talking on their own. And I've seen that in the Poshmark ones that are out now. I've also seen it with friends of mine who are social media influencers who are part of this system where you are paid to promote products. And every time I see one, I'm thinking to myself, I know this person really well, and this is not this is not how I know them to be that I'm seeing here. So I'm not going to call it acting either. I mean, it's just really, really, I think, an interesting thing to try to promote a product through an official ad like that, where you've been paid because of your followers. And this is such a big trend right now. And have an opportunity to do it for myself, my challenge to myself is to how to portray what I want to say in the most authentic way possible and still hit the marks and still convey what the criteria is for the ad and for people to be educated by that. I think the idea of the affiliated program is terrific. It encompasses not only YouTube, it also is Instagram and Facebook. And I've not been invited to do an Instagram or Facebook program at this point, probably because when in the beginning I hadn't connected them. But my understanding is you only get one opportunity in 90 days to do something like this. So once every 90 days, you might have an opportunity to earn a few dollars. And I think that's terrific. There was some question on whether or not the money that you would receive from doing the ads was actual cash or if it was only site credit. I did send an email to Poshmark and they did respond and clarifying that indeed it is cash that you can transfer out of the Poshmark account and into your bank. So that's really good news. It's real money and not just a site credit. I think that's fantastic. So for me, I think the affiliate program is terrific. I'm really glad to see Poshmark doing that. What I will say is, and I talked about this in a previous podcast about Poshmark, is the thing I struggle with the most is that when you're working with a Poshmark affiliate program, you are continually relying on outsiders to talk about how to use your platform effectively. And what I really want to see is Poshmark presenting their own videos about how to use their platform effectively. And why they're not doing it is still a head scratcher to me, because to me there's no better way to educate people and to get people to know and understand how to fully utilize that platform than coming from Poshmark itself. They do have this conference once a year, Posh Fest, where you can, pay to attend that and learn some best practices and hear from people. But I think that's terrific. But again, it's not the same as them having some sort of formal training program where people can learn best practices. And this is something that is so different from eBay, where I'm a seller, where you can call in at any time and ask them about anything, and they won't be on the phone with you as long as it takes to walk you through it or to train you or to show you how to do the functions in the system. eBay is very much more technical, and they have a lot of best practices out there for people to follow. And in Poshmark, I just don't have that impression from them. I just don't feel like they've come up with the manual, so to speak, on how to be successful and have shared it with anyone. They hint a lot at how to be successful. They infer a lot, and I think probably because it keeps changing. So, for example, if one way to be successful is to see what brands are in the parties, for example, these parties that they have every day where you can share your items, the top brands one month may be a different set of brands the next month. So that is a moving target. But in general, you do know that the top brands are probably going to be selling because they're the top brands and there's party under those categories because their data has told them that this is where people are spending the money. So that is something that you can infer on your own as a way to figure out what's selling. They've also created this Poshmark sales report so you can see what has sold in your closet. So they're doing things to educate, but they do stop short of creating their own video series, podcast series on how to be successful on the app. And that is something that I wish they would do. in the meantime, we do have this Poshmark affiliate program, and I look forward to it. So those are my thoughts. I think it's a great idea. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I think if you are new to social media, this is a great way to dip your toe in and start to do something. And and earn a few dollars, $10 or $20 on the side. Why not? It can't hurt. So that's how I feel about it. And that's the new Poshmark affiliate program. So if you are a member of Poshmark and you have not yet achieved your ambassador status, that is something that you will need to achieve if you don't have these large social media followings in order to be someone considered for this affiliate program. And being an ambassador, I think, is terrific anyway. It definitely was a game changer for me, and I had to stretch myself to achieve that ambassador status, and then that was the impetus for me to really, really be active on the app, where I have managed to maintain. I now have about 81,000 followers, and the goal is to get to hit that $100,000 mark. Well, $100,000, yes, that mark, but also the 100,000 follower mark in the next month or two. And my goal is to try to hit it in 30 days. So we'll see if that's possible. That's a whole lot of Poshmarking going on my part to make that happen, especially here at tax time. So we'll see. All right, so this is Jennie Walker with Closet Conversations. I am your host. I am the co-owner of Walker Viden Luxury Consignment in Pasadena, California. I also am owner of Jennie Girl's Closet. I am a stylist and reseller, and essentially I'm in the reselling and consignment market 24/7. Thank you for listening. If you enjoyed what you heard today, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and I look forward to speaking with you on the next podcast.